Alright, fellas, I should probably say this before the video starts. This is kind of like a caution or advisory. There's a lot of what I'd like to call a yap sesh, I guess. A lot of talking I do in the later part of this video. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I just wanted to warn about that. So if you really don't want to hear me talk a lot because you're a hater, I guess don't watch the video. But yeah, it is like 12 at night and I'm editing this so far, and it's a very slow paced video. I sped a lot of parts up, so if you're not really into slow paced videos and a whack teen who doesn't really know how to make videos properly yet, definitely don't watch the video. Just gonna say that clearly out. Just putting that out there. All right, do with that information what you want, and then I guess enjoy the video. What's good, fellas? In today's video, we're going to do tent camping. Now, I love the outdoors. I would say I'm quite the outdoors. What? I'm filming a YouTube video. I was gonna grab a headlamp, but didn't want to mess up my luscious locks. Alright, back to the video. Yeah, that was cool. Alright, so the plan is, unfortunately, we're not having a fire tonight because nobody else agreed to having a fire. I could do it on my own. I'm very epic like that, but I'm not hungry, so I don't need to make any food on the fire. But I do need a shelter. That's why I have this small Coleman tent that I feel like we've had forever that I will be using today. All right, so first train of thought should really be, let's get this tent up, so that's what we're gonna do. Skip the montage. There's no montage, I'm just kidding. Might add it in tomorrow when I wake up from my slumber. But let's get these stakes and poles out that we will be using to get my tent set up. I haven't tent camped in a very long amount of time, I'd say. So this is a breath of fresh air, and I've been meaning to get out this summer, even though it's only like the second week. I've been camping all summer so far. 3 weeks of summer, I believe, since school ended. 3 weeks, that sounds about right. So we're getting our poles ready, as you can tell. And in today's video, we're surviving 24 hours in my backyard. Of course, I have my 300 shotguns with me. And of course I have my 500 cigarettes. Shoot, I'm not in view. What is a YouTube video if I'm not even in the video? That'll do. Alright. Alright, second pole completed. Now the third pole, the smallest pole, which goes at the top. I think it has like a set of little window guys. I don't know if it's gonna rain. There ain't been any clouds so far, but I hope it don't. So this is the tent. It's a little Coleman I've had for ages. And let's give this thing a go. All right, so we're gonna grab one long pole, please. And we're gonna set it up in an X shape in the little sleeve of the tent. If that guy could turn down his music of his car, that would be really nice. If we hear gunshots tonight, never fear. We're in Pennsylvania and there's a gun range right down the road. Skinwalker. You want to hear a joke, fellas? What is say Fortnite, but replace the O with an A. Relax, liberals. It's just called dark humor. It's one of my favorite jokes of all time. But anyway. Anyway, this process isn't going too hard. Actually, the first time I've set it up by myself. Normally, 3 years ago, me and my buddies would have sleepovers out here in this tent and watch some Breaking Bad before going to bed. But this time it's just me because I'm lonely and everybody hates me. I'm just kidding, I think, and I hope. Anyway, now we're gonna fish out this corner that I think is real. Sorry I'm out of view, fellas, but it's just how it's gonna be. I'm gonna run over here and did that side come out? Alright, that side came out. That's not very cool. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. Lift it. All right. One side of the tent, sorta up. There we go. Now we're gonna get the second side. Let's get the corner over here. We're gonna put up this corner, brush over here while it's still in. Grab this and put that in the little eye over here. I know you probably can't see none, but it's fine for now. Alright. Now I'm gonna stick it down and put the rain fly up just in case. Oh, I forgot. We have a little corner thing that holds up the corner. So it's kind of like that. So let's attach them. Now, if you paid attention earlier in the video, I set up 3 of these poles. This is only 2, if you can count properly. And I know that. That's because the light is blinding me. I gotta put it on lower setting. It's strong. And it's off. There we go. It's a bit better. That's because this third pole that I couldn't see because I was being blinded actually goes to the rain fly. That helps me not get soaking freaking drenched at night. So let's undo this rain fly. Alrighty. It would seem as though it is undone. So, let's find out which side goes at the front. I'm assuming it's this side. And which side goes at the back. Boom, shakalaka. Cool, I think. Did I do this right? Nobody really knows, I guess. What am I doing? Alright. Alright, sort of figured out. I'm gonna zip this up. I don't want bugs with me while I'm sleeping. But I think this is the front. I think I did it right last time. It's getting windy. So I think I'd prefer to hurry this up. If I only knew what I was doing. Alright, we're gonna take this pole and shove it up here. Oh shoot, this is going away. Not fun. Alright, I'm sorry fellas, I have no clue what I'm doing right now. Oh, I think I get it now. Maybe. We're gonna turn this upside down. See if that helps any. Sorry, I'm gonna pause until I find out what I'm doing. Alright everybody. So basically I couldn't figure out how the tent was supposed to work. So instead, my father helped me and found an instruction manual in the tent, which I was too stupid to see. Anyway, me and my dog are sleeping out there tonight. Say hi to the fellas. Alright. Anyway, let's get our flashlight on. Set out on the adventure. Now here in Pennsylvania, we have lots and lots of greens and some crazy guys out here that are gonna get me and my dog, who is the coolest dog ever. Anyway, so we're here now at my humble abode, and we have here this sleeping mat that my father let me borrow. Hey Brownie. Camping outside is nothing quite like it. It's not like camping. It's more like glamping without sorry for interrupting the video, fellas, but I'm editing it right now, and I just realized that the clip completely cut out, and I'm not really sure why. Sorry to interrupt the video again, but we're getting ready to sleep. Brandy's been chilling. And I'll let you get back to the video. Now we are in my humble abode, and we shall start kind of making it homey, you know? So I'm gonna zip up the windows a bit so nothing spooky peeks in when I'm sleeping. And start inflating my mattress. It will set up the light like that so I have enough light to see. And I move my pillows and blankets aside. And I think this is it's a mouth inflated air mattress, so that's gonna be fun, because my lungs are the strongest thing ever. Just kidding. I can hardly run a full mile. Wait, no, I can hardly run a quarter mile. Last time I tried running a quarter mile was like 3 years ago, and at my local track, while no one was there, and I went with my mother and stuff. So I haven't been in a few, but I'm gonna start training, maybe start making vlogs of me training my nonna, same like me in Italian, is a grandfather, and he told me that for my girlfriend, I need to get nice and muscular. We'll never know if that was a gunshot or just something loud being dropped on wood. As I said previously, there is a shooting range down the road because we're in freaking rural Pennsylvania. Everybody shoots because we're all cool like that. But anyway, let's start inflating this. I'll probably speed this up so it's more enjoyable to watch for the 25 people who see this video. Uh-oh. That's not good. A lot of air just came out. Let's try that again. Brownie! Please, be quiet. I'm trying to film an epic video for my 4 followers. Alright. Hopefully that's good. Let's try it out now. I don't know if all of these can... What are you doing, buddy? Brownie, the bird's not coming out of the tree for you. Alright, whatever. I'll get him in a sec. And I'll introduce you guys to my dog, which probably at the time of recording this is my profile picture, but I will be changing that soon. And maybe my name, Ches Badger. It's been my username for everything forever, but I feel like a good change up is very due. Yeah, I'm chatting a lot and I don't really care, because you know what, this is my channel. I can say what I want, when I want, wherever I want, and nobody can control me. But I feel like start getting ready to sleep. It's only like 9, probably, maybe even 8. The sun sets whenever. I don't really know when I'm recording on my phone because I don't have a good camera yet. But the time doesn't show when I'm recording, so I really haven't a clue what time it is. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about, the gunshots you'll hear. Hopefully, also, sorry for, I keep cutting myself out from what I'm saying, but that's a plane. This knife is such a great knife. I use it for everything, from splitting wood for fires, making feather sticks, and to butchering too, for deer or really anything you want to butcher. I butcher deer, but that's just me. I don't really go out. I'd love to go turkey hunting, but my father didn't take me out this year. And a bunch of folks who are from rural places like me might say, well, Nico, I can go hunting whenever, and I'm probably your age. Well, my friend, my father grew up in this place, very rural, but my mother did not, so she would be very worried if I were to go out with any kind of rifle or shotgun. Lucky for me though, I also shoot bow, so that she'd probably be more okay with that. And my grandfather, I have 2 recurves. One is my great-grandfather's, which I won't be using ever to hunt because it's the only thing we have from him, but I have my own too, that I'll be hunting with. And my grandfather said if I ever need it, he can lend me his crossbow, which is pretty cool, and I might be trying that out. And maybe I'll film that for a video too. As a first formal introduction, I'm Nico Albert. I'm 15 and I live in Pennsylvania. It's very nice out today. Earlier it was very hot. Not too hot, it's probably high 80s, but it's been a pretty good week so far. And I hope this video can really start off what I'm going for, which is a small little following that we can have a bunch of fun, you know. Anyway, let's cover this up so I can get my dog in here, because I would not like him to wreck this slightly expensive sleeping mat that my father has so graciously lended to me for the night. This is my blanket, the comforter that I will be using tonight. It is old and very nice. I love it, and it is my favorite. I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but I find that old stuff is generally better stuff. And I love old stuff, like my grandparents have. Maybe I'll amplify the sound for that when I'm editing this video. I heard some crying, which I'm sure is the farm down the road. And anyway, back to what I'm saying. Old stuff, for me, is generally better. I love old stuff, and I feel like it's more comfortable, it's more usable, and it's just better. Now everything's synthetic, unlike this, which is 100% cotton, whatever you want to call, quarter button, long sleeve, which is my favorite shirt to wear. It is, I think, made by Sonoma. I'm not really sure. My gym shorts, some random brand, I don't really know. Normally I'm wearing cargo shorts, but I'm about to go to sleep, and I'd prefer not to sleep in cargo shorts because I want to be comfortable when I'm sleeping tonight. And I feel like old stuff is just so much more comfortable and very homey to me. Like, feels like home, not like a homie. But anyway, I guess I have my sheet here, which is, again, an old sheet. I don't know what kind of sheet this is, but it's a comfortable sheet, so I'm gonna be using this too. All right. Alrighty, everybody. As I've put my sheets on the mattress, I have called my dog in, Brownie. He is a border collie, and he is a spaz, but we love him nonetheless. Hey, buddy. And he is a very awesome part of my family. Anyway, I don't know if he really wants to be in here, but my father asked if I wanted to sleep over with him. I was like, yeah, why not? I love my dog. I don't think he wants to be in here, really. So we might not end up sleeping with him. But for the time being, we will be sleeping. I'm gonna move this to the other little pocket because it's falling and hitting me. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, this knife, it's called a Moroniv. I think it's a Swedish company. Made in Sweden. Yeah, it's a Swedish company. At least this knife here, very cheap, affordable, and it's awesome. Great quality. I'm assuming it's steel, I think. The blade goes from the handle to the blade. It's a full kind of, I forget the name of it, and it has a rubber handle. And it's my favorite knife. My father uses one, my uncle uses one, my sister has one, I have one, my father has one. Not sure if I already said that, probably did. But yeah, it's such a great brand, and I really like the brand. Alright, well, I guess that means that I'm going to sleep, I think, because all my stuff's set up, and I'm kind of tired. I've had a fun day of mowing. Oh shoot, I was going to bake up panettone, which is a kind of a Italian dessert cake, is what I'd define it as. It's delicious. My nonna has a very good recipe which I follow. It's really great. To the viewer who are watching this, you should try some if you have never tried any. And also, to the 0 people who see this video, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more awesome content. And maybe I'll even bring back Brownie for a few videos. Maybe I'll have fishing videos with my buddies and hunting videos with my father and grandfather and uncle and everything. Anyway, so I will start the video again in the morning, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. How's it going, everybody? And good morning. Last night was a lot of listening rather than sleeping that I did. I will mention that like probably a good amount of like coyotes or something came up like probably 50 yards away and started yapping a lot. Me and Brownie just had our heads up like, what's going on, guys? It's always like, it's quite the feeling when you know that something bad could happen, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, the inflatable mattress I used was not the most comfortable, so I'm not using that again tonight. I mean, it wasn't bad, it's just, I'm a big guy, I'm like 6'1" probably. And that mattress is my father's, and he's only like 5'10", 5'11", so of course there's gonna be some issues, and it's also real thin. And I move a lot in my sleep. I've been known to sleepwalk, sleep talk, sleep sing even a lot. So it's not the best, and I kept falling off of it, and just sleeping on the ground most of the night it's not bad. It's just not, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so that's the tent from the outside. I'm not sure if I ended up showing in the video, but yeah. Now I guess it's the end of the video. It definitely is longer than I expected, probably like 27 minutes or something. I thought it was gonna be like 15, but no, it's definitely longer. And I think that I'm gonna keep making videos like this, because even if nobody really sees them, I had fun making this video. Fun little experiment, seeing if I could survive 24 hours in my backyard. But anyway, I'll let you fellas go now. I'll unleash you into the world of YouTube videos. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.